America, we got to get back to doing what's expected of us as free citizens in this democracy. That means being tolerant, being respectful, staying informed, and being engaged. I'm former Congressman Joe Walsh. Follow me here and join the millions of Americans who are renewing their social contract with each other. The social contract, it's on us. I'm not a Democrat yet. I'm not a smart, I'm not some smart political consultant. I'm not a political strategist. So I don't know. I mean, I was a member of Congress. I was a talk radio host. I know what I believe and I say what I believe, but I'm not. I hired consultants when I was run for office. I'm not a consultant. I'm not a strategist. I'm certainly not a Democrat yet. So maybe I'm off base. Maybe most Democrats don't agree with me. But I've been Johnny One Note now for the past 3 weeks. The past 3 months, ever since Trump won, I was this way during the campaign. Johnny One Note, in that all I've preached, all I've said to Democrats is fight. Fight, damn it. Fight him. Call him out. Attack him. Stay on the offensive. Fight him everywhere, Democrats. You're defending this democracy. You're defending the guardrails of this country. You're defending the very fabric of what this experiment in democracy is, Democrats. Sorry, that's your mission now. Fight, 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 fight everywhere. That's been my plea. More emphatically, ever since he was sworn in, and every single day, what he and his unelected patron have done, going at the Constitution, going at democracy, going at our institutions, has made me almost every minute of every day want to whisper and scream and shake Democrats and say, fight. Fight. I mean, that's what I think. Fight him there, fight him here, fight him everywhere. He's attacking you here, there, everywhere. I say all of this because I was just taken aback by, again, I'm not a smart political consultant. David Axelrod is, right? You know who David Axelrod is. Long time. I mean, long time. Smart Democratic consultant and strategist, worked with Barack Obama. I mean, he goes way, way, way back before Obama. David Axelrod just blew me away yesterday. Some interview on some podcast, David Axelrod said, hey, Democrats, throw in the towel. Just throw in the towel on this USAID thing. Stop. Don't fight this battle. Focus on other battles. Something like the American people really don't like foreign aid and it doesn't poll well or whatever. So let USAID go. Don't just throw in the towel on this. And I heard that and I listened to that. And by the way, here's a headline. Put the headline up, Keith, when you have it. There it is. David Axelrod. Democrats should just throw in the towel on USAID because Americans, man, they want to cut foreign aid. Because the polling shows Americans want to cut foreign aid. Throw in the towel. I would also just add that if you polled the American people on what foreign aid is, on how much foreign aid we spend every single year, 99% of the American people would be utterly clueless. So, but I don't want to get into that. Most Americans have no idea what foreign aid is, what foreign aid does, and how much we spend on it and where we spend it. Most Americans have no idea what USAID does. That's beside the point. The point is, right now, Donald Trump and his unelected patron are tearing that federal agency apart, hour by hour and day by day. That's what's going on right now. They're trying to basically kill USAID. They don't have the authority to shut it down, so they're just going to kill it. They're locking down the offices. They're shutting down all their social media. They're firing and furloughing USAID employees here in Washington. And they're sending all USAID employees, all 10,000 of them around the world in 100 countries around the world. They're bringing them back home, and they're freezing all of the money we spend around the world. That's what's going on right now. And as this is going on right now, David Axelrod says, Democratic consultant, smart guy. And by the way, Axelrod was on this podcast with Rahm Emanuel. I mean, another committed, smart Democrat. Rahm chimed in. Rahm said, yeah, they should just throw in the towel on this one because the polling, blah, 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 blah. The polling's bad. What a shitty, defeatist take. Democrats, Axelrod says, should throw in the towel on an organization that has done more to prevent famine around the world these last 50, 60 years than any other organization on the planet, that has done more when it comes to life-saving health care for impoverished people all over the planet than any other organization on the planet. And David Axelrod is telling Democrats, and you know he's saying it publicly, so he's saying it privately, move on. David Axelrod is telling Democrats to throw the towel, just throw the towel in, throw in the towel on famine prevention. Throw in the towel on global health. Throw in the towel on global poverty, Democrats. Move on. Move on to the next fight. All this vital soft power that America does and America has, just throw in the towel. Let it go. Let USAID die. That's what Axelrod, smart Democratic consultant, is advising. And I saw that. I read that. I listened to that. And I said, huh? No, fight. Fight. Throw in the towel. Like give up on this battle. Let USAID die. I've heard other Democratic consultants say this. Let USAID, just let it die. This is a losing. Because of some poll? Because Americans don't support foreign aid? Because of some poll? Throw in the towel on famine prevention? What a shitty defeatist take. And what a horrible lesson to give Democrats right now when they are facing right now a monster in the White House that's just laying siege on all the federal government along with Elon Musk, just waging war. And you're advising Democrats to just kind of walk away from this one. That sucks. That's the wrong advice. That's bad advice. That's defeatist advice. By the way, just again, understand what David Axelrod is saying. I don't think you really do. When David Axelrod and Rahm Emanuel and other smart Democratic consultants, and I'm not one, I'm not a Democrat and I'm not a smart consultant, but when they all are telling Democrats right now, let USAID die, right? The polling shows you're losing this battle. Understand what they're saying. And to help you understand what they're saying is, let me just say this. What Trump and Musk are doing to USAID is unlawful. Oh, yeah, that. It's unconstitutional. It's illegal. They don't have the authority to do what they're doing. So what David Axelrod is saying actually is, fuck it, throw in the towel on the rule of law. What Trump and Musk are doing to USAID is unconstitutional. So David Axelrod, to my ears, is telling Democrats, fuck it, just throw in the towel on the Constitution. You've got a president doing something unlawful, unconstitutional, illegal, and you're telling Democrats, just let that one go. Let that one go. Take that one on the chin. What a horrible precedent. You let Donald Trump gut one federal agency, budget-wise, a very tiny federal agency that doesn't even spend 1% of the federal budget. It's unlawful what Trump is doing. So if you allow Trump to break the law and just basically kill this federal agency, David, Ram, do you think Trump's stopping there? Do you think Trump's stopping there? What's next? Again, I don't want to move on beyond this, right? What Trump and Musk are doing to USAID is illegal, unconstitutional, and unlawful. And it is being, as we speak, it's been taken to the courts. And the courts are going to deal with this, hopefully in an expedited fashion. But it is unlawful. So you do not, I don't care if it's an agency that spends $100 a year or $100 billion a year, the president does not have the authority to shut a federal agency down that was instituted by an act of Congress. And that's what USAID was. In 1998, by law, by statute, Congress made it an independent agency. So if it spent $100 a year, if that's all USAID spent, for Trump to try to shut it down is still unconstitutional. You never throw in the towel on a fight to preserve the Constitution. But Axelrod and Rahm Emanuel, like what's next? So because of a poll, because polling shows the American people don't like, they don't understand foreign aid, let's just walk away from that one. What's next? What if a poll shows, David and Rahm, that most Americans think the CIA is the deep state? What if the polling shows that? And then Trump and Musk try to shut down the CIA because the polling shows that most Americans think the CIA is just the deep state. So Rahm and Axe, should Democrats just walk away from that fight too? Just walk away, let the CIA die, let the Department of Energy, let whatever's next. Because the American people really don't support the Department of Energy, whatever, because of the polling. Here's the thing, Democrats. It doesn't matter if you fight him or you walk away from Trump. Trump's going to walk all over you regardless, Trump and Musk. Donald Trump is not constrained right now by law. He's not constrained right now by the Constitution. He's not. He does not believe he is. And most of his supporters do not want him to be constrained. So you either, Democrats, fucking plant your flag and say, I'm defending the Constitution. I'm defending the rule of law right here and there with USAID, the very first federal agency they're trying to kill, or get out of the way, or just leave. Because if you bow down to Trump and let him kill USAID, fuck it, he's going to go after a bigger federal agency and try to kill and destroy a bigger federal agency. It's not going to stop. Even if you say, okay, Mr. President, you won this one, but doggone it, we're going to stand up for the next one. No. Fight, 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 Democrats. If you can't fight for the rule of law, then get lost. If you can't fight to defend the Constitution, then get the fuck out of the way, Democrats. I mean, that's where we are. That's where we are. This is utterly shitty, defeatist advice by a Democratic consultant who's been in the game too damn long. And that's a big problem. Like consultants like Axelrod and all the rest, they've been they're part of the establishment, right? They're on the media and they're all part of the same old establishment, and they all stroke each other and talk to each other, and they think the rules are it's like Joe Biden, right? Joe Biden was Mr. Institutional. Well, hello, you got a guy in the White House who doesn't give a fucking damn about institutions, rules, norms, laws, whatever. New rules now. You got to fight in a new way, but you got to fight. But what am I? I'm not a smart political consultant, and I'm not a Democrat. But on every platform I've got, that's the only message I give Democrats. I get into how to fight, but I lead with fight. Fight, fight, fight. You're at war. You're at war right now against a tyrant, against a king who's trying to destroy the Constitution, who's trying to destroy democracy, who's trying to create utter chaos acts and Rahm Emanuel, because Donald Trump wants to declare martial law, because you know what? Donald Trump is so itching to put our United States military on the streets to go after the American people. You either realize, Democrats, what in God's name we are up against, or you don't. You have lacked imagination in dealing with Donald Trump from the very beginning. That's why you lost to him, and then he wins, and Democrats then try to coddle him and cozy up to him and work with him and think that he'll be okay and maybe fuck it. How you doing with that, Democrats? Trump came out of the gate on day one with 1,000 executive orders. Trump came out of the gate from day one firing federal employees, locking up offices, freezing important grant money, on and on and on, firing prosecutors in the Justice Department and agents in the FBI, seeking his retribution on people in the CIA and the Justice Department and our intelligence community. He's at war. Trump's at war to destroy what this country is. And I don't know about you. I know about you, David Axelrod and Rahm Emanuel. I don't know about you, Democrats, but to have someone in the White House who is at war against this country that I love, that's worth fighting. Fighting him hard everywhere. Don't whine about what Trump's doing. Don't complain about what Trump's doing. Democrats, attack him. Go on the offensive and attack him. One more quick note on this USAID thing. Marco Rubio, our new Secretary of State. Oh, man. Every time you look at Rubio or listen to Rubio, it's like you're looking at and listening to a human being devoid of a soul. Who like a few years ago just reached inside himself, grabbed his soul and put it up there on the shelf somewhere. Oh, right. Rubio's not unique. Damn near every Republican elected official did that to be accepted, to be part of the King's Court, to be a relevant Republican. They all reached inside themselves, grabbed their souls, and put their souls away somewhere for a while. That's what Rubio looks like. But Rubio right now, who's helping to carry out Trump's work to destroy USAID. Keith, put up that Rubio clip. Just 3 years ago, this is This is Republicans who've sold their soul in a nutshell. 3 years ago, Marco Rubio, Senator Marco Rubio then, wrote a letter to Biden suggesting that they increase USAID's budget as a tool to counter China's expanding influence. Keep that up for a minute, Keith. So just 3 years ago, the guy who right now is leading the charge in the government to kill USAID, just 3 years ago, that guy, Marco Rubio, pleaded with Biden to increase USAID's budget to fight against China. Because Marco Rubio then, when he had a soul, then he knew the truth that if America takes its soft power around the world and leaves, China's going to fill that. China's going to be there doing what America has been doing to help the world and use its influence to ingratiate ourselves around the world so as to keep bad actors like Russia and China away. But Donald Trump is taking that good, soft power. He's taking it off of the world stage. And Marco Rubio knew 3 years ago China's going to be right there doing it. And that will weaken America dramatically. But my only point is, looky there, Marco Rubio in 3 years, man. Joe Biden, 3 years ago, Joe Biden, Marco Rubio, Joe Biden, please give USAID more money. Please, please, please. We knew it. We need it to fight against China. We're doing good work. It's doing good work. We need to be out there. Marco Rubio today, USAID needs to be shut down. That's the Trumpism MAGA cult in a nutshell. One final topic I want to get into, and thanks everybody. Did Rubio know what USAID was doing? Asked Phil. Yeah, hell yes, he did. That was his area of expertise in the Senate, my friend. Marco Rubio knew then and knows now exactly what USAID does. All the good stuff, all the important stuff, all the helpful stuff, all the pro-democracy stuff. See, the American people are just so darn uninformed. Syria's Assad, USAID played a huge role in toppling Syria's Assad last year. You didn't know that, right? Of course you didn't know that. Marco Rubio knew that. Marco Rubio knows that. The issue of our time. I'm moving to another topic. The issue of our time is the amount of disinformation, misinformation, and lies that are out there. We have never, ever, ever let me rephrase that. Never, ever, ever in the history of humanity has it been this easy to spread lies. With this technology and with social media, man, anybody can spread lies, untruths, disinformation around the globe because of Twitter and Facebook and on. All of it. We got to wrap our arms around this. And I will just say this, we got to wrap our arms around this. As I always say, about half of this country right now is utterly untethered to truth. But never before in human history have you been able to spread lies like this. And they can spread in a nanosecond. In a nanosecond. This is a bigger problem than Trump. This is a much bigger problem than how divided we are, because this is a big part of the cause of that divide. Nobody on the planet lies as much as Donald Trump does. And I'm sorry, all you Trump supporters looking at me right now, you got to accept that. You got to accept that. Hey, when I supported Joe Biden for president, I had to accept the fact that he's 160 years old. I said that publicly. I had to accept it. When you support Donald Trump, you have to accept the fact that he lies every time he opens his mouth. You just got to accept it. Take the good and the bad. When I supported Kamala Harris, uh, eagerly, I knew I was supporting someone who I disagreed with on a lot of issues, but I did it openly. Every single Donald Trump supporter, you need to look yourself in the mirror and you just need to say, okay, I got to accept Trump, the good and the bad. And one of the big bads is nobody in human history lies as much as Trump does. But here's what's scary. Number 2 on the list right now of the humans out there spreading lies is Elon Musk. He's the second biggest liar out there, and he owns the biggest social media platform. This is scary stuff. This is the issue that the world, but this nation, my focus is on how we're losing our democracy, and we're losing our democracy because we're so divided, and we're so divided because we hate the people we disagree with. We fear the people we disagree with. We believe the people that we disagree with are our mortal enemies, and we believe all that. We're getting there. We've gotten there to a large degree because of all the bullshit and the lies that we all spread, that are spread. This is scary stuff. This is a bigger issue than the size of our debt, than what's going on down at the border, because our democracy, it's a really fascinating question. What do we do about it? It's a free society. People are free to lie. Elon Musk is free to lie. Donald Trump is free to lie. I'm free to lie. You're free to lie. In a free society, right? What do we do about that? But right now, let's be honest, we have one political party, Trump's MAGA party, that increasingly every day is just untethered to truth. I mean, just look at the connections, right? Trump won the 2020 election. Lie. I'll just put 4 or 5 nice ones in front of you. Haitian migrants are eating our cats and our dogs. That's a lie. Joe Biden sent $50 million worth of condoms to Gaza. That's a lie. That's a lie. And Trump even came out, I'm looking for it. Trump even came out 2 days ago and he doubled the lie. He said Biden sent $100 million worth of US taxpayer dollars to Gaza of condoms, for condoms. That's a lie. But think about this for a minute, guys. Half the country believes that Donald Trump won the 2020 election. Half the country believes that Haitian migrants in this country are eating everybody's cats and dogs. Half the country believes right now that Joe Biden sent $50 million worth of condoms to Gaza. Half the country believes this. And then the biggest whopper yesterday, the one that came out, is that Politico, a Washington, D.C. political publication. I don't really even know where they are politically, but the name of the publication, the website is Politico. The big lie yesterday that Trump and Elon Musk and everybody spread was Politico got $8 million in a year from USAID. There it is. Massive press scandal. USAID funded Politico. Again, a political rag. $8 million. It's a lie. Now, it's a lie, but I need to say that it's already spread around the country. Everybody in Fox News picked it up. Trump and everybody who works for Trump picked it up. Elon Musk picked it up. Every right wing, you know what, on social media picked it up. So it's all over the place now. So more than half the country believes that USAID gave $8 million to this political publication, Politico, in DC. It's a lie. Politico got $8 million. I'll just work through this, from all government agencies and departments. USAID actually only gave Politico $44,000, but Politico didn't get any money, any government money. Politico Pro got money, $8 million from government agencies. Again, not USAID, that's a lie, but from a number of government agencies over the last 5 or 6 years. You don't even know what Politico Pro is, do you? It's a website available to all members of Congress, anybody who works in government, all members of the executive branch, to follow legislation, to track legislation, to see how legislation is doing. And you know what? I did this as a congressman. You all have to subscribe for it. This service, it's a subscription service. So as a congressman, my office spent X number of dollars a year to subscribe to this legislative tracking service, program, website. Every Republican member of Congress subscribes to it. Every Democratic member of Congress subscribes to it. Darn near everybody in the executive branch, the White House did. It's not Politico Pro, is not Politico, that political publication. They are two different entities. That $8 million, it's all subscriptions. It's subscription fees for what people in government pay to be updated and informed and appraised on legislation. It's a service. And people in the government pay for this service. Again, taxpayer dollars, right? Taxpayer dollars funded my congressional office, but we all subscribe to this service. That was the $8 million. But Elon Musk and others picked up, oh my God, $8 million went to Politico, that publication that hates Trump. Boom. It's around the world. The latest lie. And the danger is, like Elon Musk and others, they put up like a screenshot of $8 million going to Politico, not showing where it's Politico Pro, completely different entity. And that screenshot then whips up a frenzy. Just like they're eating cats and dogs whipped up a frenzy, just like Trump won the 2020 election, led to January 6th. Just like $50 million in condoms for Gaza whipped up a frenzy. 2 final points. This is 3. This is the biggest problem we as a nation face. More and more Americans every day are utterly untethered to truth. What do we do about this? Again, I believe in freedom. In a free society, Elon Musk has a right to lie. Anybody does. So I haven't thought this through enough, but right now, the only thing we can do right now about this is counter the truth. We all have platforms, big and small. And so there's a fertile playground here of lies every day. What we all can do in our own circles is counter these lies with truth. Counter these lies with truth. No, a political rag didn't get $8 million from USAID. Political rag didn't get any money from USAID. Here's what that $8 million went for. All of us in our own circles need to just right now counter the lies and just on a regular basis put the truth out there. I want to end on a hopeful note. Don't give up. Do what I said to do. Counter these lies with truth. Even if you got 100 friends, even if you got a Facebook following of 100 people, put it out there. Put one nugget of truth out there every single day. Put the truth out every day to your family. Put the truth out every day if you're on Twitter. Put the truth out anywhere, every day to your book club. Just put one nugget of truth out there. If we all do that, and it's a big part of what I try to do every single day on my platforms, we can begin to make a difference. Don't give up. We're making a difference. We're making a difference. Elon Musk's polling numbers are dropping fiercely. Support for Elon Musk and what he's doing is tanking. Get this, even among Republicans, Elon Musk is losing support among Republicans for what he's doing. So fighting back, calling out the unconstitutional, unlawful shit Musk is doing, if we all just do that impassionately on a regular basis to our circles, it'll make a difference. And we're all out there telling Democrats to fight. Democrats are beginning to fight back. It's making a difference. Support for Elon Musk is dropping. That's a big deal. The polling is showing this. And that's a big deal because that hurts Trump. Donald Trump has given this wealthy dude his sugar daddy. And that's what he is, Democrats. Call him what he is. Go on the offensive. Elon Musk is Donald Trump's sugar daddy. I want to say it again because I like the way that sounded. Elon Musk is Donald Trump's sugar daddy. Well, if the American people increasingly do not like Donald Trump's sugar daddy, that's going to rub off bad on Donald Trump. This is a way to pound that monster in the White House. So don't give up, guys. And we'll end on a happy note. We're making a difference. Elon Musk's numbers are dropping. Americans are starting to question what he's doing and not liking what he's doing. Like I had a good friend call me up last night and say, Joe, what's this stuff about Elon Musk has access to private federal databases? That's bullshit, Joe. Like I wouldn't want any Democratic wealthy dude to have that. I don't want some wealthy Republican dude to have that. That's wrong. And I explained it to him. I walked him through it. Keep going. All of us talk truth, speak the truth. Hit Elon Musk, and that'll hit Donald Trump. Most importantly, don't give up. Don't give up. This is a long fight. This is a long fight. Every day, make a little bit of difference. And all the little bit of difference we're trying to make every day is making a difference. Elon Musk is getting hurt. That's a fucking good thing. That means Trump's going to get hurt. Politically, that would be a fucking good thing. Keep speaking the truth. If you've got 5 friends or 5,000, just keep putting the truth in front of them. Keep calling out the bad shit, the unconstitutional shit, the unlawful shit. Let David Axelrod know. Send David Axelrod a message or a tweet or something and say, fuck no, David. We're not throwing in the towel on anything. I'm not throwing in the towel on the rule of law. Trump trying to shut down USAID, that's against the rule. No, we all got little circles. We all have our circle. Do what you can in that circle every single day. It's making the difference. Hey, my website, forget that. My email. Man, I need another cup of coffee. My email, joewalshwhiteflag@gmail.com. That's all one word. Shoot me an email, joewalshwhiteflag@gmail.com. Love ya. Love you all. Be brave.
Thank you for listening. Remember to listen, share, and follow The Social Contract with Joe Walsh on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and everywhere great podcasts are found. And be sure to leave a 5-star review. This has been The Social Contract with